Hello, everyone. Welcome here. My name's JD Orr. Alongside with me here today is Roger Meyer. Roger, how are we doing?
We're doing pretty good.
It's great to be here in Trondheim, Norway, the home of the Vikings. And unfortunately, though, it's been very cold, high winds, and has made for quite an uncomfortable week, I think, for most of our American team. But
Yeah, you're not going to jump into the ocean here, right? I mean, we're just 3 feet away from the ocean. The boats are still out there, and people are on their boats.
yeah, we're not that crazy. We'll take our talents inside to the handball gym, which is where we've been here for the Gjensidige Cup. And why don't you tell us a little bit about how we started out the match yesterday with Brazil?
Brazil was the first match you have here in the Gjensidige Cup, the pre-tournament ahead of the Worlds coming up next week in Jönköping, Sweden. I think actually the match was okay. I mean, you lost by 5 goals, 27-22. You were in the leading actually 9-8 midterm in the first half.
Yep.
And some of the players really did a good job. I think your goalie Paul
Yeah, Murkowski.
was good. Had a 37% save rate. Was up to 45% in the first half.
That's tack on 2 7-meter saves as well. He capitalized on that.
Right.
And some of those goals, I think we pulled the goalie when we were man down or ran some 7v6, so that kind of counts against him a little bit. But yeah, I'd say
Yeah.
Paul really excelled, and as well as Abu Fofana. Abu, he led the team in scoring with 8 goals on 13 shots and some very spectacular ones.
Yeah, and after the game, Norway met Portugal, and the national TV2 here in Norway had really a good show on Fofana's goal. That was
very spectacular and cool to see. The coverage that that's going to get. And like you said, maybe a little bit earlier, is that the arena was packed. I mean, it was maybe 10,000 fans, and that's a cool experience for our guys in preparation.
I
for
mean,
the
that
Worlds.
was cool.
Yeah, and I think when we play out in Norway on Sunday, it'll be even more. So it'll be exciting.
Yeah, I mean, for the U.S. team, it's quite a different handball they're playing. United States compared to the European teams. If you, for instance, look at Brazil, 12 players made a goal. Mm-hmm. The U.S. team had 8 players made a goal.
Yep.
So I mean, you don't have that.
And the distribution from those 12 was a little bit more balanced versus the U.S. with Abu having 8 of the 22 goals. There's slim pickings for everybody else.
Right.
So.
But as an experience, meeting Brazil now ahead of the main match in Jönköping, next week, Morocco, which actually matters.
Yeah. That's the key. That's the key focus for these guys this weekend is preparing for that match, that first one of the Worlds. But looking back a little bit more on the Brazil game, I think one of the big takeaways that we talked with Coach Hedden about was that offensively there's too many mistakes, too many turnovers, a lot of unforced errors. I think when I look back at the game, there was a lot of times when Brazil might be running a 3-2-1 or a 5-1, or even just stepping out, having an aggressive 6-flat defense and having, our guys just blindly throwing passes in the backcourt, and those that get picked off ran back for an easy transition fast break goal. And that leaves our goalies hanging out to dry, and not much they can do about that.
No, that's true, JD. It's but I think I think the match was okay. I mean, it was not a very good match. It was not very badly. It was. I think, as you said, also Coach Hedin was satisfied with what he saw about the players. He told us ahead of the game that he didn't care about the result. It really didn't matter, because he wanted to check out the players, see what kind of skills they have, if they're ready for the Worlds coming up, So, and he also mentioned that Morocco, that's the main issue.
Main focus.
Yeah.
So, I think a couple other key takeaways for me was the lack of transition. I think Coach Hedin talked about how in the Norca Championships, transition goals was a huge aspect of our offense, and we didn't really have much of any of that against Brazil. We also had pretty poor production from the wings as well. So those are two kind of facets, as well as with the turnovers. I think he turned that around. That game, like we said, this was a real nice walkthrough, wake-up game for them in preparation.
Okay, we'll be back tomorrow before as a pre-studio ahead of the match against Portugal.
So stay tuned for more details about how to watch the game, and we'll see you there.